disappear. You looked at me with your heart, blessed me with your wonder, and heard my future in your end. So wherever you roam, that's where I go. However you glide.
Hey guys, I'm Lex from A Blended Dream. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a frequent flyer, as my wife will say, hi. If you've been with us for a long time, hey y'all. I am a fourth of A Blended Dream, guys. As you can see, I have my lovely wife right here.
Hey you guys.
Her name is Tawanda. We have a sophomore, almost a junior in high school. That is Jaden. We have a sophomore, almost a junior in college. That's Trey. We have a 5-year-old pug named Rocky Mountain. We call him Rocky for short. And then we have our 2-year-old that's going to sleep right here, Stormy. She's a Yorkie. And we are also expanding our family through foster care / adoption. We will get into that detailed video at a later date, but we are expanding. So welcome to our channel. We do everything hauls, everything family, traveling, cooking, all of that. So if you like all of that content, please stick around. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't mind my nails, y'all. It's been a rough time. But we're here today to do a review on some female essentials. We've done a video introducing things that we were going to use or try this cycle, and it was the L dot brand, or L period, and the honey pot. So we're just going to give both of our opinions on both sets, because we did try both sets this cycle. You want to start?
You can start.
So my wife, before we start, I gotta switch the battery. Hold on, y'all. Sorry guys for that brief intermission. We had to switch out the battery, and I told you guys Stormy was going to sleep, so we put her in her crate. But you heard her bark because I said her name. But this is the L dot brand, and this is the honey pot brand. But we'll go into detail with each thing. So this past cycle, my wife started before I did, so she used the L dot brand as far as the overnight pads. So I didn't get a chance to try those pads out yet, but I did try the panty liners, and I'm not a fan. Not saying that it's not a good brand, but they're so tiny, and I'm a big girl. So this is how tiny it is. I don't know if you guys can see it.
It's trying to find me. Put it there. Go. Put it in the square. To the square.
Yeah. So that's how tiny it is, and it didn't even like cover the center of my underwear. So I'm not a fan of the panty.
You want to open it up and show them how small it is?
Yeah, I can open it, because we didn't use what we was gonna use out of it.
Yeah, so I'll probably give them to like my sister or something. Her sister.
So that's that is how small it is, you guys. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the panty liners. I guess Bae can say what she wants to say first, and then we'll go back and forth like that.
Like she said, when I started before her, and I was a little off because we usually start like a day or two apart, but I started way before her, and I used like most of all the L pads, and I was able to try them all, like this one right here.
This is the L dot brand.
This is the L dot, and this is like the overnight extra long. You know, I need a pad that's going to go from the rooter to the tutor. I'm gonna be honest, I loved it. Beforehand we were using like Always, and I loved this pad. Don't be laughing, but you know, at night if you wear pads, if that thing's not long enough, you know what happened. Spotted on the bed, spotted in your underwear. But this right here, yes, girl. And don't be laughing, because I hear y'all laughing. You turned on the light. Yes, this covers from the rooter to the tutor. I loved it because I was surprised. It's thin, it's long, but it's thin. And it didn't make my downstairs area hot and itchy. I am very sensitive in my downstairs area. I cannot put everything down there. And I really like this pad. I'm sorry, I'm always looking at my wife. Let me talk to you. I really love this pad. She already knows that I loved it because I use both pads. I really loved it. It covered everything. It stuck well. It does have its wings. I'm gonna put my tape back on it because we can't be wasting pads. It has the wings as you know it. I think that's the top, and then you know it covers the bottom. It covers the bottom. Yeah, there you go. I loved it. I was very concerned because, like I said, you know how if you wear pads, you know how it is at night or when the pad make you itch, like it make you feel hot down there. I don't like that. But this right here was it. I felt good. It felt like my downstairs area could breathe. It covered everything. I didn't have any accidents at night as far as leaking through. I didn't have any problem with, you know how your pad like rock to the side and then it might slip and then at the back part be looking like a thong when you go to use the bathroom. I didn't have that problem with these. I really love this pad, and they're a little more expensive, but this is my new pad. This one, and like this right here is my overnight. And if I'm like on my first day I'm not heavy, but that second day is like, what's going on? So I use these at night and on my second day. Now these right here, now I really like those. Now like my wife said, it's still the L dot brand, and this is the super. It's not long, it's just super. Now with this, for me, I would use this like on my spotting days, like I'm going off, because this, like this right here, this looks like a little baby bag right here. This thing don't look how long this thing is here. Now I still love it as far as it's like how it makes me feel. It's not an itchy feeling. It's like I can breathe. My downstairs area can breathe. My girl can breathe. But just wear it as a regular pad. Maybe some of you could wear it if you don't like, if you're not heavy, or some of you could wear it if you wear tampons and you just want a little extra protection. This is great. But for these, I was using these as panty liners, honey, because them little baby panty liners, I don't know what's going on. So I mean, I would say if you're a young girl, or if you're someone that if you're not like, don't have a heavy flow, or if you're someone who uses a tampon, definitely go with this. But if you are heavy and that's just your thing, you're gonna have to go with that overnight extra long, and I love it. So you can breathe. So I had nothing but good reviews. Now, like I said, the panty liner, your downstairs area can breathe, but it doesn't cover much for me. It's too, because it's just a liner, and I know you all probably say it's a panty liner, but I've had panty liners that had better coverage and thicker, but my downstairs area still would be too hot and itchy and things like that, and I don't like those. And it could be because it has all the different things in it. Like these pads right here are like vegan, basically. Yeah. There's no dyes, no fragrances, no synthetic, none of that. And I guess maybe the other pads and panty liners have that, so it wasn't working. So I'm definitely going with these. Other than the actual panty liners being too thin and just not covering much, like I said, we big girls, hunty. I had to put two on, like one right here to the top, and then take off another one and let it meet to the middle to cover up. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. I wear panty liners every day. All the time, and and we'll get into that, and make sure y'all changing out them panty liners. But I wear panty liners. I don't like, we'll just get into that in another video. That video is coming up soon. So that's that with these. So I would give, what would you say? What would you give the L dot? Well, since you couldn't use the other ones, but other than using the small ones that you use for panty lines, what grade would you give it?
Give it an 8 for them right there. Because we use, like you said, we use those for panty lines. So I would give it an 8 for that. But I haven't had a chance to try the pads yet.
The pad bags. And I'm going to give her a chance this month. Because we're going to order just double. And what happened was we did have 2 bags. But we'll get into that in another video. I had some issues. So I went through like 2 bags. Yeah, 2 bags. So let's get on.
Guys. So guys, we are back. Sorry for that brief intermission. We have like an off-brand battery that's compatible with this camera, but I've had it for a while, so I think that's the issue with that battery. But I'm going to order some more when we get off of here. But now we're going to move to Honey Pot, which is what I have tried. This is the overnight.
Better find a square.
Okay, stay right there. And then this is the, what do you call it, panty liners. Okay, so I've used both of these. You come in. As far as the overnight pads, now, like my wife says, she likes from the rooter to the tutor, and I like from the rooter to the tutor too. And this was my first time trying these. I would not use them on my first and second day because those are my heaviest. But I did use them the last few days of my cycle, and I like them. I told babe.
Well, why wouldn't you use those? What's wrong with them that you wouldn't use them on your heaviest day? Because they say overnight heavy.
It is overnight heavy, but I'm so used to the always overnight. They're a lot thicker, and to me I feel like it's more secure.
What about when?
Than these. Huh?
How long are they?
These are long too, but I don't think they're as long as the always.
Okay.
But so I feel like I need that extra protection the first 2 days. But I love the pads. I told babe that they was making my downstairs area cool, even with the panty liners, and she was like, babe, that's because they have the aloe in it. I forgot.
The aloe and the mint?
They have, yeah. They have mint lavender, they have mint cooling, lavender calming, and aloe soothing in the panty liners, and also the overnight pads. So I told babe that they were making my girl a little cool down there. She was like, babe, because it has the stuff in it, the aloe stuff in it. But I love these panty liners and pads. I'll give them an 8 too.
Okay. For me, like I said earlier, we were waiting. We had ordered these and they took so long to come, but I believe they took so long to come because of everything that's going on.
And they were out of stock too. Everybody's been buying the Honey Pot
since the whole
out of Target.
Yeah.
And since the whole controversial what is it, commercial. So this brand was already sold out in Target, so we had to go through the website to order, and they were already out of stock of that stuff too.
And so for me, like I said earlier, I was using the L dot and I loved them. So I was like, well, I need to try something so I can give a good, do a review. Now, I did not like the panty liners from the L dot. We already discussed it. So I said, okay, well, let me try the Honey Pots. And girl, I can't use these because the tingling and the coolness had me on fire. My downstairs area was screaming like, girl, what did you do? What do you have on? I am very sensitive in my downstairs area. I can't be putting anything down there, fragrance stuff. And these are fragrance free. But I'm guessing that mint and that lavender was not good for me. Personally, for me, it had me itching and feeling funny down there. And even a little bit of burn, like not burning, but like a tingly, I didn't like it. And I wore them, I put one on, and I was feeling funny. You know how you get that and you be trying to, and we was out and I was going like this and I was like, what is wrong? And so I was like, well, maybe it's because my hair is growing back down there. But I had tried the other panty liners and I didn't have that. And so I put this back on, and this is what Babe's gonna be using. Girlfriend, that's me. If you are, and I'm not gonna say if you're sensitive, don't use these. What I will say is you have to try it for yourself, because it is chlorine, pesticides, and fragrance free. It is plant based, and we're gonna support them no matter what. We support businesses. We support Black owned businesses, small businesses, and Babe,
women owned business.
Women owned businesses.
What did I say? Woman?
Yeah.
Women
owned businesses. Babe love these, so this is what we will be buying for her monthly. I did not have a chance to use these, but I am kind of,
I don't think she gonna use them because they got that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use these, but I'm kind of glad that I did not, because I would have been so, I think, messed up and miserable had I used these with my time in a month. And when I tell you that I had Mary down there looking like, look, I had Bae down there looking too. You got to look, what do you see? You know, and with everything going on with this pandemic, you know, getting to the doctors, you know, they're taking emergencies and different things like that. And I didn't want to be gapped up on the phone with this telehealth with my doctor looking, because I was really gonna be like, I need you to look to my talking to my gynecologist, and she probably would have been like, Stella White, you are too funny. But I'm just like this with her too when we go there. Alexis is very reserved, and this is all me when we go to the doctor. When I gap up on that table, I'd be like, look, what do you see? I got this and that. And I was embarrassed, Alexis, because when we go in for our when we go in for our pap smears, we go in with one another, and she sees us like back, like she'll see me, they'll clean up the room and turn around, give her a break to go somewhere else, and she'll turn around and come see Alexis. So we're in there together, and I be gapped up, asking, looking, and everything. But that's besides the point. But so this was a no-go for me. We are definitely going to support them. And like I said, monthly, Babe loves these, so she will be using them. I think the only difference is that she will be probably using the L dot ones on her first day or second day, yeah, because the length and the thickness, which is fine. But what I am going to do is, you all may know, I'm not sure if we mentioned it, my baby sister is having
we mentioned it because we did a whole vlog shopping for him.
Okay, yeah, my baby sister's about to have my nephew. He's due on the 26th of May. My birthday is the 29th, and Stormy's birthday is the 23rd. So we are ready for baby Brayden. And my sister called the other night, like at 1 o'clock in the morning. She was thinking about it, and she was like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you guys my nickname. She was like, oh, blank, can you and Lex make me some of those pads where you put the aloe and all the infused stuff and freeze them, all of that stuff on them for after she has a baby. And they do have a line, Honey Pot does have a line, it's called the Mommy to Be wash and things like that. And we're gonna just order her probably a couple of packs of pads and a whole set. Now for me, with feminine wash, we do use feminine wash. Babe usually use
Summer's Eve.
And I usually use Summer's Eve too. Summer's Eve has a feminine wash.
It's force sensitive,
fragrance free. I usually use that, and I use this other clear one, but we'll talk about it. I'm gonna do a whole video on my hygiene routine. But Honey Pot had this. When you go to the website, it lets you you take a little survey, a little quiz, and it kind of tells you what you need. But for me, they said I needed the sensitive one, but I went even more sensitive, because I knew that if they made a product for a woman just having a baby, if you have had a child, or even if you haven't, you know about your anatomy, that stuff has to be extra sensitive, because you know after you had that baby, that thing, that downstairs area be hits open wide. Listen, and so I knew that it would probably be more sensitive than even their sensitive brand, so I purchased that. And I use this wash, and I must tell you, hold on, because this thing loves looking at me. Hold on, and don't worry about my nails. Y'all know I had them done because of the pandemic. Right here, I use this, and it's 99% natural, pH 3.5, 4.5. plant-based feminine care. This right here, it has rose in it, vinegar, and coconut. And I mean, I really like this. It doesn't oh well, you might be able to smell a little vinegar. I mean, I guess when you in the tub and you got all that other stuff, but smell it. You smell a little bit of that vinegar? But this really helped your girl. I really like this. And I was skeptical to try it at first after I was skeptical to try this because I used the panty liner. And I was like, I wonder if it's going to make me itch. But I was in the bath. Lex was working on something. And every time I get in that tub, I just be calling Bae. And I know she'd be like, I know she ain't getting that tub. And then put that stuff. So I was like, you know what? This was closest to me. And I used it. And I was like, it made my downstairs area, it felt good. And like, I loved it. It doesn't, now that I'm smelling it like solo, it does have like a little, you can smell a little bit of the vinegar. You can definitely smell a little bit of the vinegar that's in there. It's apple cider vinegar. I don't smell the rose, but I do smell, it's not a strong, like overpowering smell, but I love this. And so I will be probably ordering more of this and using the Summer Eve feminine wash. And I'm going to do a whole hygiene routine. And then with the wipes, I do like the wipes as well. It's the wipes goes to the set. If you go online, and I guess if you go in Target, but we haven't seen it in Target. If you go on, hold on, it wants to see me. Hold on. There you go. It's the set. So if you know, if you want the line, you should go there. And I'm telling you, if you are extra sensitive in your downstairs area, if everything knocks off your pH, you know, some of us know it better than others. I think the mommy from what I've tried, because the sensitive one could be just as good or work just as well, but the mommy to be wipes and feminine wash is everything. I like that. But I am going to do a whole hygiene routine of when my cycle is on and just my regular hygiene, because I'm just going to be honest with you all. Although we're adults, a lot of times, a lot of these hygiene routines we learn is from when we're children, from whoever our caretakers is. And I have to be honest, although we are grown and we are all very grown, and I don't call names and I don't embarrass people, some people are struggling in that area. And I know that they're struggling in that area because if I go to the bathroom behind someone, if I go to the bathroom behind you and I can smell you, it is a problem. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't be, not too many people visit me. I'm just very funny about things like that, and be sitting on my toilet and stuff. I'm just very funny about things like that. But it is an issue, and it is an issue. I've heard women talk about it. I've smelt it. I've seen it. And everybody has off day. Even me. I've had off days. Trust me. Not very many, but I've had some off days. But I am going to do a whole hygiene video for when your cycle is on and off, and products that I use. And like I said, I am very sensitive in my downstairs area. Anything can knock off my pH, and we're going to do a video on that, but that's not why we're here today. We're just here to give our thoughts on this company. Well, both really. Both companies. I was calling them as L word. I was like, babe, what do you, I was like the L word pads, but it's L dot. And you know, L dot also, you can go online to their website too, I guess. But babe was saying
they have a subscription.
It was a subscription. And I haven't really looked at the subscription, but I'm gonna go look at it. I kind of already know what I like as far as my feminine washes and things like that. I just like the pads, and I could just order those. So I don't know if I'm gonna join that subscription, but I do know for Babe, we are definitely just going to go ahead and join it. And what I may do is I may order her the pads that's this color. I think that color is for like after you have your baby, so that those pads might be longer and thicker. We're gonna check those out. We're gonna order them and come back and let you know, because I would really like for her to be able just to use the whole brand, one set, the whole brand of everything. It doesn't matter if she uses both, because we share everything, and I do mean everything. But I really would like for her to be, she likes this brand, so I really would like for her to be able to use just one brand of everything. And we're gonna come back, like I said, and do a whole hygiene a whole hygiene video when our cycle is on and when our cycle is off, just to give you ladies some tips. And maybe after we do that, y'all might be able to give us some tips too. But like I said, if you got a friend and you see a friend, or you know someone, an associate, and they have a problem, and you can tell that they have a problem, an accident, a little sniff, you need to be able to tell people. I'm not pointing no one out. I'm not saying no one's name. We're just gonna get serious and talk about this thing. All right? Women empowering women. That's what we do.
Well, that is it for this review, guys. We thank you for sticking around and watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video. But before you leave, make sure you like and comment, and if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free, don't cost you a thing.
Don't cost a thing.
We love y'all, and we'll see y'all in our next one. Bye, y'all.